Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at Tackle Warehouse, Bass Pro, Cabela's, or for your mobile device at the Apple newsstand.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Here at Bridgeford, we make all of our products with 100% American beef and pork. We source everything exclusively from the United States for our beef jerky, pepperoni, summer sausage, and salami.
We've always focused on having the highest quality products. We do that by investing in new cutting-edge technology while still trying to maintain the old world values that our great-grandfather instilled in us.
Being a family company, we like to think of a lot of our products as being for family occasions and get-togethers. We like to think of our products being made by our family for your family.
Hi, this is Josh McMurray. I'm the city manager for the City of Oakley. We're located on the Delta. We have a beautiful shoreline, and we really want to promote the city as the gateway to the Delta and showcase everything that we have to offer. We have a beautiful downtown that's expanding, brand new restaurants. What we're trying to do is build that brand to make sure that people know that you can come to Oakley and you can do everything that you want associated with the Delta, and you can still stay here, eat here, and have a good time in a very family-friendly and safe environment.
The news continues.
Right now, news moves fast, unlike anything we've seen before. So we have to be ready.
Ready to get it to you when it happens and with the smart context you need.
Dish customers can stream us live anytime, anywhere. With the Dish Anywhere app and the Fox News app, we're there.
With real news and real honest opinion, and it's all included in your Dish service, so you don't miss a moment.
With the Dish Anywhere app or the Fox News app, you can watch live breaking news anytime, anywhere.
Hey, Northern California bass anglers. Ready to elevate your fishing game? Ford Fairfield partners with Bass Angler Magazine to offer top-notch trucks tailored for your needs. Our simple pricing ensures a fair deal and exceptional service. We live and breathe bass fishing, participating in local tournaments to understand exactly what you need so you never miss a good bite. Visit Ford Fairfield today and let's hit the water together.
It's a sure bet. You'll get lucky at Gold Country Casino Resort, where players are treated and winners are made. Getting lucky is the only thing on the menu. And nightlife, it's more than entertaining. After you've won, sharing your luck has never been more comfortable. Bet you'll get lucky at Gold Country Casino Resort.
Competitive anglers powered by Mercury Pro XS outboards have won more bass fishing tournaments than all other brands combined. With lightning-quick acceleration, legendary reliability, and lightweight design, Pro XS has everything you need to travel farther, faster, and harder.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
Hey folks, Pro Bass Fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest Self-Storage. Now, check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear, have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
All right, welcome in everybody to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse. We are here this morning. We have got some college anglers right there. That's why we're starting off a little bit early. We're going to bring them up here. We're going to crown a champion today on the college side. We've got 3 great teams out here. And as soon as they change it, there it is. I think, I'll make sure that's right. Yep, I got everything we're going to need. We are on the California Delta. We are in Oakley, California. We've got our weighmaster ready. You're going to weigh some fish. We've got our cameraman getting ready. This thing's going to start up. They're going to bump their fish over here. Let's see. I know we've got Simpson College. We've got 2 Simpson College. And what's the other? What do you got, Chico? 2 Chicos and 1 Simpson. There we go. We've got a Harris and Perkins, a Bishop and Lindell, and a Brandon and Hughes. Or Brandon Hughes, I guess, just fishing by himself. The partner had to go early. He's going to take all the glory right here then, all to himself. All right, I can look in there, and I can call up the first team. Is Harris and Perkins? All right, let's bring them on up, guys. All right, let's get them over here. We'll get them on the mic. You guys got a big fish you're going to weigh? Yeah. Weigh a big fish because nobody else has one. All right. Their total bag. You had 5 in there? Yeah. Those 5 went 11.23. Good weight right there. Reach in there, pull out that big fish. Show him off to the crowd real quick, and then we'll weigh him up. Or her. It can be either one. All right, some great Delta bass right there. All right, let's get that big fish up there. Which one you want to weigh? That the one, that's the one. That big fish is going to go. Is it all good? 308. 308. That'll be the current leader on the big fish part. But before you leave, if I look at this paper right, it says Harris and Perkins, right? Mark gave me this. $50 for this gentleman for Tackle Warehouse and $50 for this gentleman for Tackle Warehouse. Great job on putting that little coupon in the bucket. All right. Going to head off that way right there, and they'll take that up. They are your current leaders with, I don't know. Oh, okay. So what was their total? It wasn't that one. 11:23. Okay. All right, our next, I've got a little thing on the screen doing this. All right, our next angler's coming up. Simpson College. I've got a Bishop and Lindell coming on up. All right, guys, come on up. Let's get this thing done. You got your 5 fish today?
Yeah, we got 5 fish today.
5 fish. You going to weigh a big one? No. I like how they laugh a little bit. 725 for their 5 fish right there. 725. All right. You guys want to say anything to anybody out there?
Yeah, I just want to say quick thanks to all my sponsors. You know, Bridgeford Jerky, Black Bear Diner. You guys help so much with this team and definitely help support. I also want to say we got to get more college teams out here. We got to make this trail a little bit bigger. You know, 3 teams out here isn't enough. Let's try to get out here 15, 20 teams. That'd be great. Also, a thank to my parents and my girlfriend. She came today, so yeah.
And you?
Yeah, he pretty much wrapped it up. Huge thank you to the sponsors. Having more colleges out here would be great, and growing this awesome trail that we've been fishing a part of since the beginning. So, yeah, it would be great to have more teams out here, more competition. It'd be great.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for coming out and fishing with us, and we will do our best to try to get more people out here. I've got the last college angler coming up here, Mr. Brandon Hughes. Come on up here. All right, Brandon, you going to weigh big fish today? I'm not. Set those down in there right there. So that means that our big fish is going to go on the other to the first team there. Okay. You got 5 today?
I do.
He's got his 5 fish. His 5 fish are going to go. Good weight, 11-10, 11-10. Good job, man. All right, hold up a couple of those fish. Let's get some pictures. All right, do you want to say anything real quick before you head off? Sure. Come on over here. We'll stand where it says this. This is the center of the stage, man. Say what you got to say.
I just want to say thanks to my team for paying our way here and for giving us the opportunity to fish some college events while we're here. You know, we only get max of 4 years of this, so we got to take advantage of it. And it's been a blast. I can't thank everyone enough. So thanks for all the support from everybody, my family, my friends, my team, my school, and my sponsors. Thank you.
All right, thank you for fishing with us. All right. All right, so we can crown a champion right now, and we'll bring them back up here. With 11-23, Harris and Perkins have won this tournament. Absolutely, they are champions on the California Delta. And they are with Chico State, right? All right. We're going to get some pictures real quick. All right. You guys got a little something to say about what happened out there just now and how you did it?
It wasn't pretty. We made a really long run, and you know, we got down there, fished 2 hours without a fish, and we basically just kind of pieced it together. I fished the Delta a lot and just kind of took the conditions for what they were and put something together, I guess. 11 pounds isn't much at all for here, but, you know, like they said, we need more teams. So it would be nice to see a 20-pound bag be taking a college tournament away. So.
Yeah, Jordan summed it up pretty good there. We turned it around. We struggled in the morning, but we ended up having a fun day. We caught a lot of little ones, but yeah, we turned it around.
Well, one of our other great sponsors is Bridgeford Jerky, and right here they're giving both of you guys a big bag of meat. So, you know, good job going out there and getting the meat out there, winning this tournament. You did a great job, and we're going to leave you with a whole bag of that, some nice trophies, and he'll have some money for you in just a little bit. So, guys, congratulations again. You did a wonderful job out there, and yes, we will try our darndest to get more anglers up here for you guys to beat. All right, head on off to the left right here. All right, and our second place angler now, because his partner did leave, Brandon Hughes came up, and at 11 pounds, 10 ounces, he's going to take home second place. Give him a big round. Come on, everybody. Give it up for these guys. I love the fact that there's 3 of them. They're all going to take home, a trophy and all that, and they're still up here going, you know what we need? More people to compete against. All right, you want to say anything real quick to anybody out there? You got it then. All right, and our third place team, which is, at least third place, everybody's getting a trophy, right? That's the best part of it. So we got Bishop and Lindell coming up here with 725. Good bag out there today. Everybody's talked about how tough the Delta has been in the last couple days. We've got some Super 60 anglers that didn't do so well. They ended up sitting out over here, and these college teams went out there, did a great job, and they are up here picking up this right now, picking up their trophies. All right, make sure we get some good pictures. All right, guys, congratulations. You got anything else you want to say? No, I'm good. All right, man, thank you very much. We will see you at our next event. All right, with that wrapped up, that was the crowning of our collegiate champions. We will go to commercial. When we come back, we'll be starting to weigh in some fish.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at Tackle Warehouse, Bass Pro, Cabela's, or for your mobile device at the Apple newsstand.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
Hey folks, pro bass fisherman Mark Lassane here. My garage was completely cluttered with outdoor gear, but then I discovered StoreQuest self-storage. Now check out my space. It's like my own personal oasis. All my fishing rods, my gear have a home away from home. With everything neatly organized, I can spend more time doing what I love. Thanks to my StoreQuest unit, I've decluttered my life and made room for adventure.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at Tackle Warehouse, Bass Pro, Cabela's, or for your mobile device at the Apple newsstand.
The news continues.
Right now, news moves fast, unlike anything we've seen before. So we have to be ready.
Ready to get it to you when it happens and with the smart context you need.
Dish customers can stream us live anytime, anywhere. With the Dish Anywhere app and the Fox News app, we're there.
With real news and real honest opinion, and it's all included in your Dish service, so you don't miss a moment.
With the Dish Anywhere app or the Fox News app, you can watch live breaking news anytime, anywhere.
Competitive anglers powered by Mercury Pro XS outboards have won more bass fishing tournaments than all other brands combined. With lightning-quick acceleration, legendary reliability, and lightweight design, Pro XS has everything you need to travel farther, faster, and harder.
Here at Bridgeford, we make all of our products with 100% American beef and pork. We source everything exclusively from the United States for our beef jerky, pepperoni, summer sausage, and salami.
We've always focused on having the highest quality products. We do that by investing in new cutting-edge technology while still trying to maintain the old world values that our great-grandfather instilled in us.
Being a family company, we like to think of a lot of our products as being for family occasions and get-togethers. We like to think of our products being made by our family for your family.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat boats. Feel the rush.
Hey, Northern California bass anglers. Ready to elevate your fishing game? Ford Fairfield partners with Bass Angler Magazine to offer top-notch trucks tailored for your needs. Our simple pricing ensures a fair deal and exceptional service. We live and breathe bass fishing, participating in local tournaments to understand exactly what you need so you never miss a good bite. Visit Ford Fairfield today and let's hit the water together.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
It's a sure bet. You'll get lucky at Gold Country Casino Resort, where players are treated and winners are made. Getting lucky is the only thing on the menu. And nightlife, it's more than entertaining. After you've won, sharing your luck has never been more comfortable. Bet you'll get lucky at Gold Country Casino Resort.
Hi, this is Josh McMurray. I'm the city manager for the City of Oakley. We're located on the Delta. We have a beautiful shoreline, and we really want to promote the city as the gateway to the Delta and showcase everything that we have to offer. We have a beautiful downtown that's expanding, brand new restaurants. What we're trying to do is build that brand to make sure that people know that you can come to Oakley and you can do everything that you want associated with the Delta, and you can still stay here, eat here, and have a good time in a very family-friendly and safe environment.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse. And that was our college teams. We only had 3 of them. They came up. They did a great job out there. Had some decent weights for, being out there all day, and the wind kind of changed up. Things have changed out on the water. They did a great job. They came in, got themselves some nice trophies, got some checks coming to them today. And now we're getting ready to do the top 10. But Mark, step on over real quick, and let's talk about, a little bit about what's going on out there. These changes are definitely 103 degrees out there on the water today. Today, 86. That's a definite change right there. Almost 20 degrees. The wind has come up. It feels a little bit more like the Delta out there right now. We've heard a lot of small fish kind of been going, that sort of thing. You were out there doing some camera work today, taking some pictures. Did you see anybody getting into so many good ones at all?
I did not. I did not. These guys ran a long way today, so it's it's hard when you launch here and you're trying to be a camera boat, and guys are like 30, 40 miles upriver. So, you kind of just go out and see what you can see and do what you can do. But generally, it's very difficult to camera boat on the Delta when it's this vast waterway.
Well, you fish here quite a bit. You've done this as one of your home waters as well. We have guys here on the top. Let's look at Ish Monroe, 39-31 over 2 days. 38.07 right him with Hunter Chandler. Randy Pearson, 37.22. Another guy who's really good here. Hunter, he's pretty good here. Then you got down here, you got Logan Hunsey, who had a 12-pounder he dropped on the scale on day 1. And he's sitting right there, only a couple pounds behind, 3 pounds basically behind Ish Monroe. There's some names right there that can really make a wave out there. What are you seeing and what are you thinking? And does this look like good weight for 2 days for the California Delta this time of year?
It does. So the Deltas, there's still a lot of fish out here, but the fishing has diminished. The weights have diminished to what they used to be. Used to be a lot of 30-pound bags. I mean, I've weighed a couple 30-pound bags out here, but those are a little far and few between. I mean, I think you can still get a few, but, they're tough. Ish Monroe, he's my favorite to win.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, but if he stumbled, these other guys are right behind him.
He was very consistent. When you have 39 pounds, 40 pounds for 8 fish or for 10 fish, that's pretty consistent right there.
That's a 4-pound average. That's
right.
Pretty good. Yeah. But Hunter Slander, he's no slouch. He can catch him. Randy Pearson, this is not his home water. He's from Don Pedro. But, he dropped a big sack on a sail on the first day. And, yesterday at 15 pounds, dropped a little bit. But, if he gets a couple good ones, a wind came up. If he's throwing reaction baits, that chatterbait could have come on today. So,
yeah, good.
We'll see.
And let's look a little bit at some of these co-anglers. There's some solid weights on the co-angler side. These guys are paying attention and catching good fish. They're behind some of the best in the West, and they're standing back there proving that they're some of the best in the West. Shane Martin leading this thing with 29.52, 10 pounds behind Ish Monroe on the co-angler side. That's good weight right there. Isaac Gray, Curtis Thornhill, they're right there, 23, 22, 22. Paul Howard is pretty good on this body of water. He can do something out there.
But Shane has a 6-pound lead.
He does. That's a tough one to come overcome.
His very first tournament he ever fished. He, so if he just caught 5-6 pounds today, he's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, I'm guessing, about 6 pounds would probably do it, huh?
And the guys fishing behind Ish have been catching fish every day. So Shane and Ish are probably our winners, but we're gonna let it play
I guess
out.
we're gonna have to let the scale make the judgment on that one, though, right? Because I mean, they're gonna go out there. It's still the Delta. They've still got to go out there and do this thing.
You're right. I mean, Logan could catch a 10-pounder. We had a
Absolutely.
10-pounder come in yesterday, so
Yep.
Anything could happen. One big bass could change everything.
Oh, 100% can flip-flop it all. And this is just, Kirk Marshall snuck in right there. He's in 10th place, 1784. A long ways to go. But this is still the California Delta. You put 2 8-pounders in his boat right there, and all of a sudden he's looking pretty darn good, This is, even though it is a large margin, you've seen it. People can come from a long ways down.
We've seen upsets before. So,
yeah.
The wind came up today. I'm going to say the topwater bite probably slowed down a little bit. But, the chatterbait, spinnerbait bite probably picked up. Guys throwing Sinkos and drop shot. With the wind up, probably made it a little bit tougher. So I'm thinking the reaction bait guys, Ish Monroe, Logan, Hunter. I'm not sure how Hunter fishes. Randy likes to finesse. So Randy could struggle if he's drop shotting.
Yeah.
Unless he had a couple spots out of the wind. So, we'll see.
Yeah, there are some definite changes out there that happen. The water, but I will tell you what, standing up here on the stage, loving the weather. It was way better than the 103 yesterday, and I'm sure they were out there having a much nicer day of fishing just in that, alone. So, but they are starting to line up here. We're getting the signs are showing up. I like it.
Yeah, nice.
We got some anglers coming in here that are bringing the crowds with them, and we always love to see that. Everybody coming out there. If you're sitting at home, come on out sometime. Check out one of our weigh-ins. Check out what we do. See some of our stuff. This is a great place to be. We've got some great sponsors if you're out there. We've got the Oakley, California. If you have not been to Oakley in a while, come on down. They have absolutely rejuvenated this whole area. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Love being in downtown Oakley now that I didn't like to be back. 10 years ago, this was not a place to be. But it has absolutely been turned around. It's beautiful. The where we're staying has absolutely been cleaned up and made nice. Black Bear Diner has a great restaurant here. You guys have been going there for every morning for breakfast and that sort of thing. After you go out after the water, it's been great. It was some of our great sponsors out here.
It's been been a great event. So I'm excited to see what these guys have and see who these guys smiling. That one guy has 2 bags, so that's that could change things.
That could.
Shane has a 6-pound lead, but guy has 2 bags. That could mean
2 bags means you have to have one in that. If it's over 5 pounds, has to have its own bag.
Right.
So,
all right.
They're starting to line up. We're getting up here good. I think almost everybody's in. We can probably get close here. How much longer do you want us to go? Okay, as soon as we get them starting to check in, we can pull them. So let's talk a little bit about the Delta, and let's talk about our next event coming up. Where are we going next here?
We're going to Potholes next.
We're going to Potholes. Now, talking about a long drive, we're going up to Washington. It's a Pro-Am event. There are going to be a lot of locals up there. Have you ever been and fished there?
One time I spent a couple hours on Potholes, but that's a phenomenal fishery. It's fishing really good right now. There's going to be a lot of local guys, and the cool thing about it is that our first event was a dual qualifier.
Right.
So guys that fish Shasta, even if they didn't do well, they could go to Potholes in Boardman and qualify for the championship.
Yeah, we had, and I talked about this a little bit yesterday with Mark Pilgrim. That's one of the things he's fishing because he wants to make that championship that's on Lake Almanor this year. So he's going to Potholes now because he struggled. He's a Super 60 angler, came out to the Delta, not one of his favorite waters, came here, threw his hat in there, said maybe I can do it. He did not. He is heading up to Potholes, and there are some other anglers that just didn't get it quite done here, and they got to make sure they make that championship.
And then after Potholes, we have Boardman.
We have Boardman, Oregon. What a great place to be.
The Columbia River is just my favorite place ever to fish.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing 4, 5, 6 pound smallies blow up on your top water. I mean, it is so good. If you don't fish any BAM event, go to Boardman, fish that one, and it's going to be so fun.
Yeah, because we'll be there for a Pro-Am, and then we'll also be there for the Super 60 as well.
Yes.
So a couple times we'll be up there this year. the Pro-Am up there, if you're watching and you're somewhere in that area, come out and be a part of this event. Come be a part of the BAM Trail. You will not regret it. It is one of the funnest things you'll ever fish. We do a great job. Everybody says we do a great job putting these things on. And you know what, Mark? It has been fun. This is our second year in existence. We're doing this whole thing. It's getting better every time. And, you know, it's been a great event, man.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And this year, you know, it's a little bit up. We'll have more anglers coming. The high school kids that are in there now, the college kids, like we just crowned a champion for that. So, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So, yeah.
It looks like it's time to start.
Yeah, they're starting to check in now. We've got some guys lined up, so I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we will start this thing off and see if we can crown a champion.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at Tackle Warehouse, Bass Pro, Cabela's, or for your mobile device at the Apple newsstand.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling, paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat boats. Feel the rush.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that BAM Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse and some of our great sponsors like Black Bear Dino we just discussed, Basscat Boats, Mercury, Ford Fairfield. We have some of these great ones, but one of them that was really helping us out at this event especially is Oakley, California. They have come out here and just absolutely opened up their arms and welcomed us in, and we really appreciate that. So we want to say thank you very much to Oakley. Everybody that showed up out here today, we really appreciate you coming out and supporting these great anglers. All right, this is how we're going to do this. Shane, come on up here. Shane Martin right now is going to come up here, one of our great co-anglers. Have you talk a little bit about how you did out there today, who are you fishing behind, and you know what's going on, and thank everybody at home, man.
You know, I was with Ish today, and it's really hard to catch fish behind him because he's catching everything, you know. Yesterday I had a bit of a heartbreak on a big one. I probably wouldn't even have to fish today if I caught that one. It was humongous, you know. Thank my mom and dad for supporting me fishing. You know, give me Friday off of work so I come out here and fish. Also, Thursday, you know, I went fishing on my little John boat. That was pretty good out there, actually. I did really well on the Central Delta because that's my home. You know, that's what I fish. I haven't had a bass boat for like 5 years, so I'm kind of rusty. I got to get back into it. But if I win, I'm putting all that money into my old Skeeter. I'm going to fix it up and get out here, you know.
All right, man. What I have for you right now is a chair. And we call it the hot seat. You get to sit in there, and then we're going to slowly but surely bring anglers up. Now, if you get to stay there for a while, that's a good thing because you're the last one to weigh in. You will beat who's ever sitting there now. Now, normally, you know, our next angler coming up is going to knock you off pretty quick. You're going to go back over there. But for right now, this is your hot seat, sir. Have a seat, and we'll see who's going to come up next. My next angler, he's coming out of Discovery Bay, California at 1784 total, 1 and 2 days. Now we've got the third day. Let's bring him up, Mr. Kirk Marshall. Kirk, come on up, man. Let's see if you can take over that hot seat. All right, Kirk. Is there 5 fish in that bag? He's got 5 fish in that bag. You need 1169 to come up on that scale right there. 1169 is what we're looking for. 1203. 1203. You will knock this seat over. You can head on down to your bag of fish right there. Kirk's going to take that for a minute. You want to hold a couple of those fish real quick? All right, there's a couple nice Delta bass right there. Good job, Kirk. For a minute, you're sitting 29.87 and you're sitting in that chair. You got to say anything, want to say anything to anybody out there? Tell us a little bit about how you did it out there. Grab that from him before he goes crazy, and we will have you talk about who you fished behind and and how you did out there.
Yeah, I was behind Vince Bernard today. Great guy. We struggled. He's a great guy. Helped me out whenever I needed it. Went after the punch fish when I got him stuck in there. So yeah, it was a grind. And I want to thank you guys for coming out. You guys put on a great show. Mark, I know how much you guys work it hard to get this thing going, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and I think Mark and you guys are doing a great job.
All right, Kirk, thank you very much. And this is your seat right here. All right. Our next angler had 1902 overall. He's out of Medford, Oregon. His name is Thaddeus Vincent. Come on up here, Thaddeus. You're going to need, that's it, drag him, haul him. You want a wheelbarrow? And get him up here. All right, man, you're going to need 1086 on that scale right there. I can see that bag right now. You're sweating a little bit. That 1006 is going to be a tough one right there. How many did you get in there? Got one fish that went 238. 238. You want to hold that fish up for pictures real quick? Okay, we will send them off that way. But nope, not you. You come here for a second. We'll talk to you a little bit about who you were fishing behind and how you did out there today.
I fished with Joey today, and he's a guide here, and he was amazing, and he taught me a whole bunch of stuff, and he really tried to make sure that I caught my 5 fish, but I couldn't catch them. I suck.
You're just putting it. That's great that you don't put it on him at all. You just you. All right, man. Well, thank you for coming up here fishing with us. You made it. He gets to dodge a bullet, man, right there. Good job, Kirk. All right, our next angler. He had 2045 total over 2 days. He's out of Concord, California. Let's bring him up. Mr. David Zavar. Come on up here, David. All right. Now, David, you need 943 to take that hot seat right now. 943. Did you get your 5 fish? I did. He got his 5 fish. 943 is what we're looking for. Kirk, don't think you're keeping that one. 1538. That's a good weight, man. Pull those out. Let's hold up a couple of those fish. Get some pictures. Wow, there's a good quality bass for sure. That's what the Delta can put out. He just jumped in the lead with 35.83 overall. All right, man. Let's talk about it a little bit. Who did you fish behind, and, how'd you do today?
I fished behind AJ Azevedo, and I did pretty good today, I think, and I did snap one off, which I think would have helped and gone a long way. It was a pretty big fish. But otherwise, really happy with the weight, and it was a great day, and AJ's a great guy, and so it's been a pleasure.
All right, man. Well, that seat is vacant now, and that means it's yours. Let's see how long you can hold on to it. Got a couple more anglers. Oh, there we go. This is yours. Keep record of that one. All right, our next co-angler coming up here. He had 2041 yesterday. He's going to need 1543. Aaron Vasquez out of Porterville, California. Come on up here, man. Good to see you. Brings his cheering crowd with him. That's how it should sound. All right, man. Did you get your 5 today?
Yes, I did.
You need 1543 in that bag. It looks like a pretty quality bag, though. 1543. 14.25. Just a little shy, man. He's going to set them down in there. Let's have you hold up a couple of those fish, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Kirk gets his first. They get his first. Gets his first bullet dodged over here, David. Wow, beautiful, beautiful California Delta bass. I like it. Heck yeah. All right, man, let's go on. Let's talk about this a little bit about who you fished behind, how you did out there.
Oh, man, I fished behind Christian, and that man is a vacuum cleaner. Oh, he hogged all the fish, and I was just barely getting the scraps. Luckily, I got lucky with that one, and it, like, gave me life. It was like the, how do I say it? I don't know. It was amazing, but, yeah.
What time of the day did you catch that one?
It was like in the morning.
First thing in the morning, you get your battery turned on. You get that thing, it charges you up, and you're going, you know what, all I need is one or two more of those, and you've been right here. Exactly. You were right there, man. Right there. It's so close.
Damn, I'm in second, but oh well.
All right, man. Well, thank you very much for fishing with us. We'll head off to the left over here. That's one, David. That's one. Great job out there. All right, our next co-angler coming up here. He had 2071 overall. He's out of Santa Monica, California. Let's bring him up here, Mr. Joe Cote. Joe, come on up, man. Now, Joe, you're going to need 15-13. You're not dragging the bag up the stairs, though, man. I'm not seeing what the fish that you think you need. 15-13. How many did you get out there today?
Got 2 for you.
He's got 2. I don't think it. 319. 319. You want to hold those up for pictures at all? All right, then let's just talk about what you know. Who'd you fish behind today, and how'd you do out there?
Yeah, I fished with Rodney today. Super fun day. A little breezy out there, but yeah, good overall.
What'd you catch him on?
Just finesse stuff, drop shot.
Okay, man. Well, Joe, thank you for coming up and fishing with us, man. Always good seeing you, and we'll see you at our next event. 2, David. It's getting low right here. I'm looking around. I'm not seeing a whole lot, but, you know, it's getting low. Got a few more to go, though. All right. My next co-angler out of Madera, California. He had 2198 yesterday. He's going to need 1386 today. Ronnie Orbaker, come on up on the stage, man. All right, Ronnie, you're going to need 1386. We need that scale. Did you get your 5 today? Yep. He got his 5 today. 1386, man. You had 1259. You had 939. You were going in the wrong direction. We need you to turn it around and go back the other direction. 1386. 1185. 1185. That means David keeps that hot seat for just a little bit longer. Let's hold up a couple of those fish, show them off real quick, and then we'll talk about what you did out there today. All right, Ronnie, let's talk about who'd you fish behind today, and, you know, how'd you do it out there?
Kelly, good guy. I was just fishing. It wasn't red hot, but at least I got a limit.
You got a limit. You went out there. What were you doing to catch them?
Got them on buzz baits, Cincos, drop shot, just a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything, just kind of throwing the kitchen sink out there, seeing what picked up. You just needed a little bit more weight, but hey, man, you did a great job out there. You're standing on Championship Sunday on the big stage, man. Can't go wrong with that one. Head off over here to the left, and we'll let David know that he dodged that another bullet, man. But there's a couple more coming in right now. I see him out here. All right, guys, my next co-angler, he had 2213 yesterday. He's out of Sacramento, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Paul Howard. Paul? Welcome back up to the stage, Paul. Good to see you, man. You are going to need 1371, man. You got 5 in there?
Oh, not today.
Not today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 1371's what we're looking for. How many did you get? 2? 2 fish that went 514. 514. You want to hold one of them up real quick? He's got one in there that's going to be a decent fish. He wants to show that off to the crowd and everybody watching at home. All right. Decent Delta bass right there. Thanks, everybody, for making sure these guys get the applause they deserve. Paul, let's talk about who you fished behind today and how'd you do it out there?
Logan Hunt's amazing youngster. I call everybody youngster because I'm an old guy, OG if you want to call it. As I think the rest of my co-anglers who came up here, that guy's a vacuum. He's a young vacuum, and you better watch out. We went and he fished his area with confidence. It was just amazing to sit back and watch, honestly. Yeah, I got frustrated a little bit because when you watch somebody else out there banging them, no matter how good you are, it still plays a mental game. But I held it strong. Was able to catch a cut tail, which is what I love to throw, and I followed it up with a spinner bait towards the end of the day, and that ended up being the fish I was able to hold up just now. Huge thanks to Bam again for putting on a hell of a show. Second top 10, so I'm appreciative of that. I'll do better on my next top 10. We'll see. Outside of that, family members, again, Big Rich, Dave, Mike, definitely want to say something to my sponsors. My sponsors, Blade Runner Baits, Rick Teets, Reggie's Tackle Shack, which is right there off Freeport Boulevard, and Elevate Mortgage. One of my partners in business, as I'm an investment company as well, but outside of that,
you know, at 39 years old, you think you wouldn't be talking that old. All right, man. Well, Paul, great job out there. Good seeing you as always. Head off to the left right there, man. David, you got 3 down, man. It's getting tight, but you got 3 down right now. Our next angler coming out of Houston, California. He had $22.95 yesterday and the day before. What are you doing? You going to walk up on here? I know he is anxious. All these co-anglers have been anxious all week. Curtis Thornhill, come on up here, man. Now you need $12.89. You didn't drag that bag up, man. Everybody tries to drag the bag up to get David worried over here. Did you get 5 fish today? How many did you get? 2? He got 3 fish in there that go $4.75. $4.75. That means you're not going to quite make that chair. But, you know, we'll take that one over there. Do you want to hold those up for pictures at all? No. All right. Let's talk about who you fished behind today, how you did out there, and how it kind of went for you.
I was with Mr. Pearson. Did a great job. Couldn't ask for more. Guy just cleaned everything up. I scrapped what I could and threw the kitchen sink. Got Cinco's, drop shot, you name it, punch, and did the best I could, but had a great time overall and hope to do it again.
All right, man. You don't get to take over the hot seat, but you know what? We'll see you at our next event. Thanks for coming out and doing a great job. You want to thank somebody? Yep.
No, I do want to thank my biggest fan, my wife, Kelly. I always have one fan all the time. Thank you, babe.
All right, man. Great to see him come out. Family's coming out here. We appreciate you fishing with us. It's getting lower. All right. Our next co-angler coming out with $23.77 over the last 2 days. Elk Grove, California is going to send us up Mr. Isaac Gray. Come on up here, Isaac. All right, man, welcome back up to the stage. Good to see you. Now, today, you're going to need $12.07. That looks like a pretty good bag right there. David might worry just a little bit. Might lose that seat. Did you get 5 today? No, 4. He got 4 fish. He said, I can do $12.07 with 4 fish, right? We're going to look at that scale. It's going to kick up. 8.19. 8.19. Not going to quite make that. Hold up a couple of those fish. Let's get some pictures real quick. Let me get out of that picture. Great job, man. All right, let's talk a little bit about who you fished with and, how'd you do out there today?
I fished with Hunter. He had a great day. I struggled a little bit. Didn't get as many as yesterday, but it was a good time. First time ever doing one of these. It was fun.
This your first tournament ever?
No, first time doing a co-thing.
Okay, so your first behind somebody, got to watch Hunter fish all day. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, it was good. Good experience. Got anybody at home you want to thank? Say hi to my wife, Jamie.
All right, man. Well, sorry you didn't get to take that seat, but you can head right there. Remember, you were on Championship Sunday on the big stage, man. Great job out there. Whew. They're still coming. All right, our next co-angler, $29.52 over 2 days. He's out of Discovery Bay, California. He's going to need $6.32. Mr. Shane Martin. Come on up here, Shane. All right. Mark, you got that? Give it 1 second, Shane. Because this is what it comes down to. You're the last to weigh in on the coast side. There is only 1-0 left over there. David, step on up here because everybody, we're going to crown a champion. He is going to need 632 on that scale. We're looking at that scale right now. It's going to go. You have a champion. His name is Shane Martin, and that is right there. He just took it with 1052. That is your co-angler champion right there for the California Delta on the BAM Trail. Hold that thing up, man, and be proud of it. There you go. He's going to grab a couple of pictures. I think right over there to Mark real quick. He'll hold that one for you. Hold up a couple of those bass. We'll get some good pictures. Great job out there. 40.04 over 3 days for this young angler. Did a great job out there. And those are the bass that got him here. Championship Sunday. All right, Shane. You got your trophy. Come here real quick. Let's talk about a little bit about, what you threw and how you got it there.
So first 2 days, pretty standard. Senko, drop shot. Boaters were kind of struggling a little bit, but I would just fish where the fish were, and sometimes we'd be in a dead area and I just would just not fish until I saw something that looked good and I'd cast in there. I caught that big one on day one. You should have seen how it was hooked, dude. There's no way I should have caught that fish. Literally. So I was fighting it, and then it twisted the other way and went the other direction, and the hook came out of the hole and twisted and got skin hooked. Yeah, but we got in the net,
Well, man, you're on Championship Sunday. You're taking home the big trophy. Congratulations. Great job out there. You're the champ, man.
This is my first tournament, so hopefully, I fished some high school tournaments.
This your first big tournament?
Yeah.
Well, dude, we've had quite a few people come on this stage fishing their very first tournament, and they end up winning it, and you just got added to that list. Congratulations. Great job, man. Great job out there. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Your champion on the co-angler side. And we got pros, as I'm looking over here, that they're ready to weigh in too. They want to be crowned a champion. So right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll start on our pro anglers.
Here at Bridgeford, we make all of our products with 100% American beef and pork. We source everything exclusively from the United States for our beef jerky, pepperoni, summer sausage, and salami.
We've always focused on having the highest quality products. We do that by investing in new cutting-edge technology while still trying to maintain the old world values that our great-grandfather instilled in us.
Being a family company, we like to think of a lot of our products as being for family occasions and get-togethers. We like to think of our products being made by our family for your family.
Hi, this is Josh McMurray. I'm the city manager for the City of Oakley. We're located on the Delta. We have a beautiful shoreline, and we really want to promote the city as the gateway to the Delta and showcase everything that we have to offer. We have a beautiful downtown that's expanding, brand new restaurants. What we're trying to do is build that brand to make sure that people know that you can come to Oakley and you can do everything that you want associated with the Delta, and you can still stay here, eat here, and have a good time in a very family-friendly and safe environment.
The news continues.
Right now, news moves fast, unlike anything we've seen before. So we have to be ready.
Ready to get it to you when it happens and with the smart context you need.
Dish customers can stream us live anytime, anywhere. With the Dish Anywhere app and the Fox News app, we're there.
With real news and real honest opinion, and it's all included in your Dish service, so you don't miss a moment.
With the Dish Anywhere app or the Fox News app, you can watch live breaking news anytime, anywhere.
Hey, Northern California bass anglers. Ready to elevate your fishing game? Ford Fairfield partners with Bass Angler Magazine to offer top-notch trucks tailored for your needs. Our simple pricing ensures a fair deal and exceptional service. We live and breathe bass fishing. participating in local tournaments to understand exactly what you need so you never miss a good bite. Visit Ford Fairfield today and let's hit the water together.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Bass Boat Technology BAM Trail, brought to you by Tackle Warehouse and some of our great sponsors, such as the Chicken Ranch, StoreQuest Storage, and we have Black Bear Diner, who came on this year. We've got the great City of Oakley that is sponsoring us. Open arms, they brought us in here and said, we love having you guys come out. All right, it's time to crown a champ on the pro side. So, we're going to start bringing up our pro anglers. This gentleman had 29.05 over 2 days. He needs 10.02. He's out of Los Banos, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Vince Bernal. Vince, welcome up to the stage, man. And I lost him. He's down there. All right, we're going to do this a little different because we're doing other things. 1655. You're going to take the hot seat for right now. You can absolutely take a picture. All right, man. Look at the size of those things right there. California Delta. Come on over here, man. Wait, let's no too far yet. You got to talk right now a little bit about what you did out there and how it went for you today. Looked good, like it went pretty darn good.
Nah, it went okay. I had a real slow start this morning. I didn't get the big fish was the first one. It came at like 9:30. Caught it punching and threw a frog pretty much all morning and didn't get a blow up and kept a punch and a frog in my hand too long. So that's what I ended up with, and I just want to say thank you to all my buddies that helped me out and practiced with me, and say hi to the old lady at home, and thank you. You guys did a great job.
Well, you did a great job so far, so have a seat right here. We're going to see who can knock you off. That's all right. Here you go. That's a little proof that you were up here. All right. Our next pro angler had 29.98 over the first 2 days. He's going to need 15.63. He's out of Discovery Bay, California. Mr. Joseph Price. Come on up here, Joseph. Good, man. How are you doing? You went out there 8 hours, stood on that boat, caught a bunch of fish. Did you get your 5? I did. He got his 5 fish. Looks like a good bag right there. You need 15.63, everybody. Starts off really good and works its way down. 15.63. You're going to take over the hot seat with 16.28, man. Good weight. Set those down in there real quick. Let's get some pictures. Stand right over here for us. There you go. Beautiful Delta bass, everybody. Take your tag from him real quick and leave your fish with him. All right, step over here. Let's talk about how you did it out there a little bit and talk about what you did out there and, how was your day?
It was fun. We started out pretty good. I just a really unlucky day, just opening hooks, breaking line. It was just one of those days, but I still was able to salvage the day and put that together throughout the course of the long 9 hours. But it was a lot of fun. Caught a ton of fish every day, 50 fish a day. Just guiding all the time. I get stuck on this get bit bite, and so that's what I did for 3 days. I just tried to get bit as much as possible.
All right, man. Well, right now you're sitting with 46.26, and that's your seat right there, man. Well, all right. Our next angler had 30.52 over the first 2 days. He's going to need 15.75. He's out of Snelling, California. AJ Azevedo, come on up here, man. Good seeing you. All right, man, 15.75 is what we need that screen to say right there for you to take over that hot seat for a little bit of time. 15.75, everybody. Here it comes. 15.75. It's going to go. He is going to go over to that hot seat because he just dropped 18.61 on the stage. Wow. Great job, man. Reach in that bag, hold up a couple of those fish. Let's show them off. Stand right there. All right, man. Great job, man. Good, beautiful bass right there. All right, that gives you 49.13, man. That's a good weight. That's going to be a tough one. But there's a few anglers that are still going to give it a run for its money, right? You know, how'd you do it out there today, and what'd you go? What was going on?
So it started off pretty good. We went to one of the areas I've been catching fish at, and my co-angler, Dave, he caught a 7. It was awesome to watch, dude. He saw the fish, and he's like, there's one right there. I'm like, right on, throw to it. And he threw to it and kind of moved off, and he threw back and caught it, right? So we're in the area with fish, so I was stoked. But it slowed down a little bit. The wind picked up, and we went to another area, and the bite just kicked on when the tide switched over. And once it switched over, we just started dragging brush hogs and just going slow and boom, boom, boom. We had a couple opportunities, but it is what it is. Yesterday, I kind of screwed the pooch a little bit. I should have done a little bit better, but hey, that's how it goes. But I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, of course, the kids, Quinn, Rip, and Hugh. Angelo, thank you so much for showing me the Delta, my good buddy. Vano, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And of course, my buddy Jeff for hanging out today and waiting for me to weigh in.
All right, man. That's your chair. And this is your weigh slip. All right. Our next angler had 31.82 over 2 days. He needs 17.32. He's out of Turlock, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Christian Ostrander. All right, Christian. 17.32 is what we need on that scale. Did you get your 5 today? I got 5. He got his 5. 17.32. You've been called a vacuum this morning already once, man. Let's see what that weight goes. He's holding up, looking good. Cool. He's going to take the seat. 20 pounds, 4 ounces. Great job, man. He's going to hold up a couple of those bass. That was a short time on that seat, but you got it there. That gives him 52.22 overall. First place right now. There's some beautiful Delta bass, everybody. All right, Christian, let's talk about this a little bit, man. That was a big bag right there. Good job of doing that. How'd you do it out there? And thanks some of your sponsors, man.
Yeah, you know what? Today was a lot better. Caught him doing what I like to do, throwing a square bill, chucking a chatterbait around. Had a little wind, kind of stumbled big time day one. Had just too many areas in my head wanting to run around. And the last 2 days, I just kind of sat still, buzzed around still, but just fish calm. So. Yeah, you know what? I got quite a few people that really support me. I'd really like to thank Pepper Snyder, Steve Reese, my good team partner Mark Jang, my good buddy Jeff Aarons, and my parents for coming out here. So thank you guys, appreciate it. And also BAM, man, it's the best circuit out here on the West Coast. So this has been a phenomenal week, phenomenal couple tournaments, and I think I might have got AOY. So pumped about that.
All right, go. Come over this way, buddy. That's your share today. Just for a little while longer, if nothing else. But I'm telling you what, with 52.22, you're looking pretty good right now. Our next angler, 32.61 over the first 2 days. He's out of Oakdale, California. Let's bring him up, pro Rodney Funston. Come on up here, Rodney. Now, Rodney, you're going to need 19.62, man. You got 5 fish in that bag? Then you got a shot at 19.62. We're looking for 19.62. That's a good bag. 19.62, not quite there. 16.98 though, 16.98. Let's set a couple down in there. Let's get some pictures real quick, and then we'll talk about it just a little bit. Wow, there's a beautiful Delta bass right there. Oh. Just a couple more of those, man, and you'd have been there. All right. Now, how'd you do out there today, and what'd you catch them on?
Today was my toughest day out of the 3 days. Caught them just flipping plastics. That was it. Threw the chatterbait around a lot, the donkey slayer, and it was tough. Today was my toughest day.
Who you got at home you want to thank?
thank my wife and kids. Thank John Vano, Donkey Slayer. Caught all my fish this week on a brush hog and Donkey Slayer.
All right, man. You can shake that man's hand, but I'm telling you what, he gets to keep his seat. Great job out there. We'll see you at the next event. All right, our next angler at 36.19. He's going to need 16.04. He's at a San Geronimo, California. Mr. Kelly O'Ward. Come on up here, Kelly. All right, 5 fish need to go 16.04, man. You got 5 in there? That's the first part of it all. 16.04 is what we're looking for. 16.04 takes that seat from Christian. 11.62 means you don't quite get that one, and he dodges his second bullet. All right, let's hold up a couple of those fish. Let's get some pictures, and then we'll talk about it. All right, man, great job. Good fish out there. Let's talk about a little bit about how you did it out there and thank some people at home, man.
Yeah, no, I just junk fished, and frog, and flipping, and, worming, Senkos.
You got anybody at home you want to thank?
No, it's all good.
All right, man. Take that slip right there from him. Head off to the left. And we will call another angler. This angler at 36.43 over the first 2 days. He's going to need 15.80 to take that seat from Christian. He's at a Discovery Bay, California, Mr. Logan Hunsey. Come on up here, Logan. All right, Logan, you need 15.80. You got 5 fish in there? He's got 5 fish. Put this on the scale. Needing 15.80. 15.80. Just under with 14.66, man. So close. Hold up a couple of those fish. Show them off to the crowd. We'll get some pictures, then we'll talk it over a little bit. All right, man. Everybody give it up for him a little bit here. Some good fish right there. All right, Logan, let's talk a little bit about how it was for you out there and what you did. What kind of changed up for you? And, thank the people at home.
Yeah, it was actually pretty tough. I caught that one giant one, and the rest of my week was pretty slow. Today I just threw a chatterbait all day. I caught 3 good ones and 2 littles. And thanks for all my family and friends coming out, and thanks to you guys.
No, thank you for fishing with us. It was great. Love seeing that fish. Glad you got it out on our stage, man. Head off to the left right there, and this man gets to keep his seat for just a little bit longer. Don't get all comfortable. You're looking too comfortable for me all the time. All right. Our next angler had 37.22 over 2 days. Needs 15.01 today. He's out of Oakdale, California. Let's bring him up, Mr. Randy Pearson, everybody. All right, Randy, you need 5 fish to go 15.01 in there. You got 5 fish?
I got 5 fish, but the 15.01 is...
That's his job, man. You got don't pick it out yet. Let's see what look at that, 25 for a second there. 12.73 overall, man. 12.73 overall. Let's hold up a couple of those fish. We'll get some pictures and we'll talk it over, Randy. Christian, you're looking pretty good right now. You got good weight. You're sitting there. It's looking like you might have this whole thing, man, but there's a couple anglers still going. All right, Randy, let's talk about what you did out there, man, and thank some of the people at home.
Today, I was probably one of the only ones that didn't want the wind. In the practice when it was windy, I struggled pretty bad both days of practice. And then when the wind laid down, I was able to slow down and finesse fish and just kind of catch them drop shot in a Texas rig and a Senko. So I didn't want the wind today, and it affected me. I picked up a chatterbait, caught a few on a chatterbait, but nothing good. And then I ended up catching possibly my biggest striper ever on a chatterbait. It had to be 20 pounds, but that was fun for a second. But no, everything, I'm happy with the results. Everything went pretty well. And I was surprised today that my mom and dad showed up for the weigh-in, my wife and my daughter. So that was a pleasant surprise. Thank you. So, just like I said before, the support that I have with family and friends and everything is amazing, and I appreciate every one of them. And then, of course, my sponsors, iRod, Spear Point Hooks, Chicken Ranch Casino, and I'm sure I'm missing a few. But, everything. And BAM, got to thank BAM, because without you guys, we wouldn't have the stage to participate and compete. So just great to have you guys out here.
All right, Randy, great job out there. Christian gets to keep his seat, though, man. Sorry about that one. Take that tag. Head off to the left, man. Whew. All right. They're getting less. They're getting less. Our next angler, he had 38.07 over the first 2 days. He's going to need 14.16. Hunter Schlander from Modesto, California, come on up, and let's see if you can take that chair. You're going to need 14.60. What are you getting up already for?
It's my team partner, man.
All right. He wants to see what Hunter's got here. He's going to see if Hunter's going to take his seat. You got 5 today? He had his 5 fish. He needs 14.16, everyone. That just did it. Christian can head to the left because that man just dropped 21.55 on the scale. Hold a couple of those big old Delta bass up. That's a great bag right there. All right, man, let's talk about it a little bit. That's a great bag right there. You just knocked your partner off. You're sending him to the showers. All right, man, let's talk about how you did it out there a little bit. And, thank everybody at home.
Yeah, when it wasn't windy the first 2 days, I went punching and frogging pretty much the whole entire time. And then today it got windy. I went and chatterbaited around in the wind, ran a bunch of spots, and caught a few nice ones. I had one small one that I brought back, but it is what it is. I want to thank my family for coming out, a couple buddies sitting over there, my wife, my kids, my buddy Joe that I stayed with, Greg and Richard down at CNC Marine. They take care of me, so I want to say thank you to them, Vexus Boats and Mercury Marine.
All right, man. That's your chair for just a couple more minutes, if nothing else. Hang that on that hook right there for me, sir, and step on up here. I'm going to bring Ish Monroe up here. We did this a little backwards. Things got messed up. But you know what, Ish? We're going to make this right here. Ish, let's talk about your day and thank the people at home, man.
Oh, it was a pretty good day. First of all, I want to thank my wife, Oxy. She's here. She's been supportive the whole time. She comes to all the BAM events and helps out here. And thank you guys for having, Mark for having a great circuit. I mean, if you're out here in the West Coast and you want a tournament circuit to fish, you should be fishing BAM because, he does a great job. He pays really well. He pays at the tournaments. He gives away a boat at the championship. There's not really much more that you can ask for. For all the guys on the West Coast, whether you live up north, you can fish potholes in the Columbia, or you live down south, we go to Martinez and what's the other one down there? Mojave. And then for the guys in California, Shasta, Don Pedro, Delta, Clear Lake, all the Great Lakes out here. You've obviously seen it, the Delta's actually coming back strong. It's been real healthy this week, and, I want to thank the town of Oakley, and, for all you folks out there that want to come fish the Delta, you come down to Oakley and hang out, and, there's great restaurants, good launch ramps, and, pretty much some decent fishing.
All right, man, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have him step up. I'm going to have you go down there, grab that bag of fish. I'm going to tell everybody what you need. Come on over here. You stand on the left side. He had 39.06 over 2 days. He needs 20.57 to be on that scale. Ish Monroe, let's see what you can do, my friend. 20.57, everybody. Ish, I'm guessing you had 5.
Yeah, there's 5 in there.
He's got 5. We counted them on all of his fingers and everything. That's how it works. 20.57, what we're looking for. Who's going to take home that trophy? 20.57. This man is going to take it home. 23.73. Ish Monroe is your champion. That is your California Delta champion. He's going to show off a couple of these big bass right now. Look at this thing right here. Everybody get ready and get loud right there for those big old Delta bass. Ish Monroe, great job out there, man. Look at that. You take home that big trophy. All right. We've had a request, and she needs to come up onto the stage. He wants a picture real quick with this beautiful wife of his. The family that fishes together right there. Great job, everybody. Ish, how many of these have you won now from here? 0. This is your very first win on the BAM Trail?
Yes, it is. I had 2 seconds last year, a third, a 6th, a 7th. I mean, actually had a second here last year. You know, it was just one of those events where everything just didn't go right, and it was his time for Phil to win. I do want to thank Rodney Funston. We actually were sharing the same area, and he was very respectful, and I was very respectful. We never saw each other, but like one time for like 2 minutes on the second day, and we didn't even see each other the other 2 days. So he's been great. You know, I just want to thank him. I'll tell you this, is I burned 40 gallons of gas every single day, and that's roughly about 4 miles to the gallon. My Skeeter Yamaha had me running all the way to where I needed to go to get to these fish, and it was just a great event. My Skeeter got me there, and I really appreciate it. I'm actually really excited because as much as I love BAM Trail, I was going to go to Potholes to fish for the Travelers region to make the championship, but when you win, you're in, and thank you, Mark, for doing that, so I don't have to make the long trek. I might still probably go to the Columbia River because, like you said, it's an amazing fishery, and it's going to be a lot of big smallmouth caught, but just super excited. Like I said, once again, I thank my wife for being so supportive and all my sponsors. I'm not going to bore you guys through the list. You can see them on my shirt. I will tell you this is I did catch a lot of fish this week on a jackhammer and Heights hot crawl with an exclusive Missile Baits spunk shad. It's called Rotten Tomato, and it's exclusive to Fisherman's Warehouse, which is also a BAM sponsor. And so you can only get it at Fisherman's Warehouse, or fishermanswarehouse.com is the Missile Bait spunk shad and Rotten Tomato. And folks, if you're out there, you're looking for a Skeeter boat, Skeeter's got great contingencies for all the tournament anglers. I mean, I'll probably make another $10,000 in contingency money just from Skeeter alone, another $1,500 from Yamaha. Come see us down at CNC Marine. Whatever boat you're driving, you can definitely get a Skeeter down there and come see all of us down there at CNC Marine.
Great job out there, Ish. Congratulations on making that, and congratulations on not having to drive all the way up to Washington, man. I know you travel a lot anyways. Dude, you're the champ right here on the California Delta. Good job, everybody. Give it up for these great anglers. They came out here and did it. Everybody, thank you for coming out and supporting them right here. Everybody tuning in, thank you for tuning in and watching us, and we will see you at our next event up at Potholes. Thank you very much.
Bass Angler Magazine brings you more. If you want to learn the latest techniques, win your next bass tournament, or simply catch more bass, then Bass Angler Magazine is for you. From California to Florida, finesse to frogging, Bass Angler Magazine is jam-packed with how-to information from the world's best pros. Published every season, Bass Angler Magazine is crammed with fresh new articles designed to help anglers of all levels learn more and catch more bass. Sign up at bassanglermag.com today. Bass Angler is also available at Tackle Warehouse, Bass Pro, Cabela's, or for your mobile device at the Apple Newsstand.
The newest addition to the Basscat STS family is here. Introducing the Caracal STS, showcasing aggressive styling paired with enhanced performance and a continued dedication to raising the bar. Measuring in at 20 feet 2 inches with an ultra-wide 96-inch beam and rated for a 250 to 300 horsepower engine, the Caracal STS boasts agility and speed and is finished with premium features to satisfy any angler. Basscat Boats. Feel the rush.
Randall and I want to talk to you real quick about choosing the right electronics mount for your bass boat.
And we know the quality and effort that Van Foster has put into this company.
So what you get is a custom fitted mount, not some mass-produced universal mount for every bass boat out there.
Seat pedestal plugs, tool holders, steering wheel spacers, and battery trays are all made with the same attention to detail that Bass Boat Technologies is known for. Check them out at bassboattech.com. You'll be glad you did.
Tackle Warehouse has been the premier online tackle shop since 2003, with a huge selection of not only the latest and greatest from the biggest brands, but the hard-to-find regional specialties as well. Tackle Warehouse. Click, save, fish.